This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
Ladies and gentlemen, I like to bring my special guest. He's in the backstage. He's a good friend of mine from the days we went to adult school. He's a good dude, awesome Broncos fan. So I'm definitely going to welcome my boy, Adrian.
Hey, what's up,
man?
What's up? I'm just been busy, just had to reset my computer, but it's all good. But yeah, what's up?
What's up, man? This is the first time I've actually had somebody backstage and just put him in the introduction, man.
It's all good, man.
It's all good. Hey, I'm going to have this guy coming up pretty soon, like after you, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
His time was different, so or else I probably wouldn't mind putting in both that ways, but separate times, man. But yeah, dude, this is the week, man. You've been shit talking me all week.
No, I wasn't. I was but I know I'm a 49er. I'm ready for this Sunday night. I'm not gonna miss it, but I know I'm wearing a Braley Chubb jersey. If you can see, I'm wearing it. It's Braley Chubb's on Von Miller now, so I got his jersey, his rookie year. So, what's up, David? Yeah, I'm looking for this game. It's gonna be fun, but one of my staff members said, "You better not bet anything." He's like, "No, I'm good." But it's gonna be a great game, but it's gonna be close. But we'll see.
We'll see about it, man. So,
yeah.
It's kind of been like, I was on your show like a weeks ago, and then I felt like, hey, we got the Broncos and Niners coming up. Why not we just collaborate this week? Man, it's just, it wasn't hard to find a Broncos fan because I got you and David, so I didn't need to look any further. Oh, I'm supposed to get Savage Seth maybe by tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah, everyone asked me a question. How you became a Bronco guy? Oh, I've been a Bronco guy since like in 97 and 98 when Elway those years. I only watched Elway for a while before Brian Gracie started a quarterback. But, man, I remember Elway took us back-to-back to Super Bowl. We had a lot of Broncos struggling back when Elway retired. It was hard to find a quarterback. But now, man, it was really difficult, but now those days, now that we got Wilson now, it was hard because who is going to be our quarterback next year? But we trade Locke to the Seahawks and Harrison and then Noah Fenn, and we give up a lot of picks to get Wilson. But I think that was a good pick that we got Wilson.
Interesting. Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to the Boston Sports Report for sharing the post, man. Much appreciated. A good Patriots content creator, by the way. David from Colorado, I guess he kind of had a different opinion about last week's game. But so as far as like your first week of the season, what was your reaction when you saw that game on Monday night, man? Were you expecting more of a better production?
I thought it was going to be a hard score, but it wasn't. It was a close game, but that stupid was they were trying to go for field goal, trying to make a 64-yard, but it came short. But it's just, why did the coach didn't use his timeout? He had like 3 timeouts, but it was like pissing me off. I was like, dude, why does Wilson could have go to 4 down and 5th and could have go to like first down or hit that more yards to hit to the field goal? But I was really disappointed, man. But it was a great game. I guess shout out to the Seahawks fan. I know there was a lot of fans because they were booing Wilson. So I was like, wow, I never see that reaction. But I wanted to see cheers. But, he took you guys to the Super Bowl. I don't know why you boo him. So, but hopefully hopefully it goes well. But I think it was really tough. We lost that game, but then week 2 we beat Houston. It was it was not a great game. It's just like whatever. But I only watched the half of the quarters. Like let's see how Wilson do. But it was a great win. So we're 1-1. So I don't know what's my prediction. Hopefully we'll be 12-5. But right now it's too early. So we'll see.
I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
first 2 games, you would have thought maybe during the offseason you guys were
Mm-hmm.
making some good moves. And then I've heard a lot of this hype on Broncos country that you guys were talking Super Bowl. Like, is
Mm-hmm.
that what's been going on in Broncos country or no?
That's what I hear. Like we might go to Super Bowl right now. It's like we're too early right now because we're building our offense. We're still building our defense. So like who's gonna be better? Who's gonna be the worst? But and I think we got a guy from the Cowboys, Gergry. I think he's really damn good. I know he had a sack last week, and then he can put a lot of sacks, but he's only signed for like 2 or 3 years on his contract. So if he's really good, I think he reminds me of DeMarcus Ware. But I don't know. It's hard to say, man. But we need to we need to step up our game, not just screw up because there was a lot of rumors going on. Oh, this coach reminds me of this. We had our process, our coach that we used to had, but I think he's gonna be all right. But we'll see.
Yeah, when you guys hired that coach, I didn't
Mhm,
know much about him. All I know
mhm,
about him was just working under the Packers coaching staff. It wasn't like he did
mhm,
anything spectacular. Like when I saw his resume, he
mhm,
was around different teams besides the Packers. But
mhm,
when you think about this offense, I think it had to do with Rodgers calling the shots in Green Bay. I don't
mhm,
think it had nothing to do with his play calling. This hiring, if I'm
mhm,
being realistic about it, it kind of reminds me more of Adam Gase. Remember how
mhm,
Adam Gase coached in Denver as the
mhm.
OC? Everybody
Yes,
was
sir.
giving him they were giving him more credit for Peyton Manning's stats or whatever he put.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, he did pretty good. I know we wish we like. I wish we can get a different coach, but I think we'd be okay with him. Depends how he does, because he coached for Aaron Rodgers, because he was an offense trainer or whatever he was been doing. But I'll give him a shout out. He's really good, but hopefully it doesn't be a blowout or anything. But I think he's gonna be a great coach. But if he can lead us to the playoff and maybe to the Super Bowl, right now we're too early right now because who the hell we're gonna beat the Bills? The Bills are too strong this year, and we're not gonna beat the Bills in the AFC Championship. You guys already have Von Miller, so Von Miller was a damn good linebacker when he was in Denver. So now he's not there. So it was really heartbroken, but it's all good. They always ask me that now who's going to be your top guy now since Von Miller's not there. It's like, man, I don't know. It's hard to say because Jaden Simmons he's out for like 4 games. He got hurt. And then we got Jerry Judy. He messed up his arm, and then Pressure Son at the same thing. So they're okay. It's just I don't want them to get hurt, and then they're just like, "Oh, I'm done with the NFL, and I don't want to do this anymore." But right now, it's too early. Who is going to be my top guy? But Von Miller's always been my top guy since he got drafted in 2011. But I don't know who's next, so I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, when you think of Von Miller, you think of the chicken dance, man. I've seen you do the chicken dance when we were at KFC, man. You kept doing that chicken dance all day, bro. I don't know what is it with you, man. What's with that chicken dance with Von Miller?
I think it was kind of funny. He likes to do it because Von Miller, he had a ranch in Texas. He had a lot of chickens. He named all his football players. He named all his teammates. Oh, Dervix is this one, and Tillis is this one. Like, what the heck? He named all some of the name all the players. Like, what the heck, dude? I had never seen that before. But I think he's been doing that because of the commercial. I don't know if you ever seen the commercial. If this one dude was dancing, and then same thing as Von Miller. So it's like he's kind of funny, dude. Von Miller's one of the best linebackers all time players. But you think he's gonna be good in the Bills? I think he will, but I think he's gonna end his career at the Bills. So I just wish him the best luck, and hopefully it gets him to the Super Bowl, and then hopefully the Bills can win the first championship.
Yeah, when you look at the Broncos, man, like
Mm-hmm.
it's a good franchise. Just there were a team before just couldn't
Mm-hmm.
get the job done back then. They couldn't get over the hump. But as soon as they started to get a coach like Shanahan, like Mike Shanahan, they started winning 2 Super Bowls, and that's what built the culture. But this team was kind of contending before. It wasn't like they were a terrible team in the AFC. They were like a team that they were just close, but just couldn't get it done. But then you started building your culture off of Shanahan. Then you started getting a guy like Gary Kubiak at the end of his career, and you guys won a Super Bowl under him. But he was a Shanahan disciple, if I'm being honest. But
that's John Elway's roommate.
Yeah,
they used to team up together. He was his backup quarterback for so many years, so he's really a damn good coach. But if we had to stick with him, we could have won a multiple championships. But after he left, it was really heartbroken. But I'll give him my credit. He was a good coach. You know, he only said it for 2 seasons in Denver, but I know it was hard for him. Like, oh man, he retires now. We need to find a other quarterback. But Trevin Seaman, he was a great quarterback for Denver. But after he was like, where he washed up, like, no, I don't think he's not gonna be our franchise quarterback. But for Denver, they always want a franchise quarterback who can lead us to the playoffs, lead it to the Super Bowl. But I'll give a credit Manny did for us. You know, he was a great quarterback in there. He got all the records. You know, he was at the top offense in 2013, but we didn't came short. But Seahawks kick our butt in that Super Bowl. It was like 40-something plus 42, like 8-something. I was like really disappointed. It's like, man, we couldn't think about it, but it was hard, man.
Let me ask you something, Adrian. Do you feel like the Broncos regret not hiring Kyle Shanahan, or do you think it was better off without hiring him?
If we had hired Shanahan, that'd be cool. I like him. If we had him, he would have followed his dad's footsteps, like train him or coach him how to like what his dad used to do. But if we had got him, oh man, I'll be like surprised, man. I was like, yes, we got him. You know, Shanahan knows what he needs to do or what's next. But
never understood the Vance Joseph hiring, man. You guys chose Vance Joseph over him.
Yeah, he was not a great coach. He was not great at all. I didn't like him, or neither. Like he used to coach for the 49ers. He was not that great either. He was a Bears defense coach, but I was like, dude, why you hire him? Like, he's not that great. Why we need him, you know? So I think the worst coach that I ever had is Josh McDaniels. Give him he is not a great coach for Denver. When after Paul, I know the owner, but it just
Pat Bowlen.
Bowlen, yeah. It's like, dude, why did you hire Josh McDaniels? You don't trust that guy. But after he left, I was happy. But when John Fox came in, it was a great opportunity for him. But he was getting a hard time with Tim Tebow back then, because who was going to be our starting quarterback in 2011 who took us to the playoff? But I'll give it credit. Tim Tebow was a great quarterback, but the only thing he had to work on is his arm, because he's been like trying to try to make a pass, but it's really hard, man.
Yeah. Especially like looking at the pass of the Broncos, man. Like you go from Brandon Marshall to Demaryius Thomas to you go from Jay Cutler to Tim Tebow. This franchise has kind of been flip-flopping, but eventually you got yourself a quarterback. Like, what is it with Denver? They get these aging quarterbacks who finish their careers and get a Lombardi. Like, even though John Elway has never left the Broncos, he was at the end of his career and he won a Super Bowl there. Yeah. Peyton Manning was already like at the end of his career. He wasn't even at his best, and that defense carried him too. So
I think it was like, I remember Jay Cutler only lasted for 3 seasons before he got traded to the Bears. I was still in high school, and like I got Jay Cutler's jersey. I got his rookie card at home, but I don't know what happened to it. But I thought Jay Cutler was our franchise quarterback, but he didn't get along with his new coach. He didn't like the new systems going on. Like, hey, you know what? If you don't want to do it, I'll trade you. So that's what it hurt me more. It's like, man, Jay Cutler was my guy. Or it's like, you know what? It's all good. And then Brandon Marshall to Demaryius Thomas. I was really surprised we got Thomas, because Marshall had a lot of issues in his life, because doing with his disorder, like, man, what's going on with Marshall, man? He gets so angry for a damn play, or he gets so angry himself. So, and I know he he gets a really hard time because I remember he got suspended one game when he missed the Raider game against us. So it's like, man, where's Brandon Marshall? Man, it was all screw up, and the one who took all the way was Eddie Rowe one time, and he was a rookie back then. He was at Virginia Tech, so yeah, he took it. It was hurt a lot, but when Brandon Marshall got traded to the Dolphins, he got traded to the Dolphins, it was really like he had to let go. It's like, you know what, let Brandon Marshall go. If he doesn't want to be in Denver, let's find something to do. So when then we got Demaryius Thomas from Georgia Tech, I think he was a good receiver. That was a good pick from him, and he had his injury and he was like, you know what, I think he will. That will be it. It takes time to be a good receiver. So Demaryius Thomas was one of the top receivers all time for Denver. I know he could have break Ross Smith's record or Shanahan's record. So it's like, man, I mean, Sharp. I mean, he's like, dude, you could have break his record, but I think he's one of the top receivers all time for Denver Broncos. So I'll give him a top. I can't say give him like the top 5, like so 1 to 5. So I'll give him like number 5.
Okay. I mean, rest in peace to him. That was a terrible tragic to see what happened to him. I mean, after football, he was already like, I guess so. But here's a good question. What do you think of your new coach? I mean, what do you really think of Nathaniel Hackett as a head coach?
I think he can be all right. He's pretty good, you know, but I think if he was not that good, I would not like him. But I think it's taken him a while to be him a good coach because, you know, like he coached for Aaron Rodgers, you know, when he was in Green Bay. So it's going to be hard, you know. I don't know if I'm going to like him or not. But when we got him, I was like, all right, we found a good coach. I think it's a good idea. But right now it's too early, man. Like, I don't know if he's going to be good and take us to the playoffs and hopefully the Super Bowl. But it's hard to say, man. Like, it's hard to find a coach like who have some experience, who used to go to the Super Bowl or who got some experience, who had a playoff record. But it's hard right now. He's so young, so see how it goes with them.
I mean, you would think a lot of this works, but hey, when you got Russell Wilson, is he just more than a system quarterback at this point, or you really think he still needs to learn this offense?
I think he still had to learn more because I think he should have trained from Peyton Manning because I remember Peyton Manning, of course, he was struggling when he was in Denver, but I know that I want him to, like, you know, he can take over Manning's plays. You know, he can learn what he had, learn his mistakes, but yeah, it's kind of hard to say, man. Like, I don't know. Wilson is a great quarterback when he was Seahawks. We can give him a credit, but right now he needs to work on his arm. He has to work on his pocket, trying to find a good receivers open. But Curran and Jerry Jr., they're both good, but it's just he needs to like learn. He's been throwing the ball high, but it's just a lot of receivers that stop and it's just costing a pass interference or sometimes there's a flag going on. So yeah, he needs to work with his arm and get his process, and I think he'll be okay in Denver.
But when you look at the Broncos, like a lot of this, like so looking at your injuries, like what's going on with the Broncos? I know that you just said Justin Simmons, one of your best safeties, is out for a while, so he ain't gonna play this Sunday. But what's the status of Jerry Jeudy and Patrick Surtain? I'm hearing that there's a possibility that both won't suit up or something.
I say we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's not really injured seriously because Jerry Jeudy was out last year because he sprained his ankle for like almost 4 or 6 weeks. It hurt Denver and it hurt everyone. Like, man, what's going on with this guy? You know, so hopefully it doesn't injure him as well. So then also Patrick Surtain, I think he came from a rookie. He was really good. So I think he'll be all right. If he comes back, I think he'll be all right. Depends his health, but I think he'll be all right.
Oh, so you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, it's hard to say because he's one of the best cornerback in the NFL. So he was good in Alabama. So he reminds me a little bit of Champ Bailey because Champ Bailey was one of the best cornerbacks in Denver. When he got traded to Washington to us, that was really sucked to me. It's like, dude, that was awesome that we got Champ Bailey. And, you know, that's like everyone tells me, oh, man, Adrian, why you never get Champ Bailey jersey? He's one of your favorite guys. Like, yeah, but he is. But it's like it was hard to find him and give him a jersey. But Champ Bailey and Patrick Surtain, it reminds me of both of them.
Yeah, Champ Bailey was one of your interesting trades.
Mhm.
I thought at the time when you guys got him, that was an intriguing move. I
Mhm.
think that trade was I think you guys traded like for Clinton Portis and
Yeah,
Champ
we
Bailey,
did.
right?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So that's kind of intriguing how you guys swap good players for a good player, and I think that's what really made it interesting about that move. But then when you look at the Broncos, so when you made that trade for Russell Wilson,
Mhm.
it took a lot for that move to happen. Like you gave up multiple first round picks or something, and you
Mhm.
gave up your D tackle Shelby Harris. You gave
Yes.
up
Lock.
Locke, which he was an okay quarterback, but then you gave up your starting tight end. No
Mhm.
offense.
Yeah,
I,
we could have kept him.
but how do you feel about your current tight end?
I was really disappointed. I was pissed off. That would have been a good offense. That would be Wilson's favorite target. I always like Noah Fant. I know he came from what college we're from? Oh yeah, Ohio, I think. No, Ohio.
Same college as George Kittle, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, man, I wish we could have kept him. That would be like Wilson's favorite target, man. But I was like, cause I was gonna get Noah Fant jersey this year, but when he got traded, I was really disappointed, man. But I think he's gonna be okay with the Seahawks as long as Geno Smith give him a good yards him and put him on good catches. So I give him my credit, but he put a good numbers in Denver. He put a little like 600 or 700 something yards, but I don't know about Seahawks, but it's hard to say, man. If we get him back, that'd be awesome. But at the same time, I don't know about that. But right now we have a tight end. His name's Albert. He came from Missouri. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's all right. But he got an ACL last year, so I don't know if he's gonna be good. But we got a guy from UCLA. I don't know who his name is, but I heard he's really good. So we'll see who's gonna be our tight end. But we need to find who's a tight end who can be really good.
So how do you feel about the signing of DJ Jones, man? Did you really kind of had an idea like who the hell is he?
I don't know who's this guy, but I think I can tell he's probably good. I never heard about him,
Oh,
but
dude, I'll tell you what.
mm-hmm,
He played for us like a couple, like
mm-hmm,
he played for 5 or 6 years with us.
uh-huh,
What you're getting at a DJ Jones is a good run stopper, a guy that
uh-huh,
has the guy that has a motor that doesn't
uh-huh,
stop.
mm-hmm,
He may be undersized, but when you watch that Niners defense during the season when he was around that team, bro,
mm-hmm,
we had a good run defense.
mm-hmm,
If you look back in 2019, when he
mm-hmm,
was
right,
coming off an injury, our run defense was like significant terrible, bro.
mm-hmm,
So when he came back, that's what gave us our run defense back on track.
mm-hmm,
He's a
yeah,
clog. He's a run clogger, solid
uh-huh,
pass rusher.
mm-hmm,
Like you got yourself a beast out there, but man,
yeah, correct. I don't know. The only safety I like is Jackson. He came from Houston Giants. I love Jackson. He's really damn good. He reminds me I think TJ Ward, but TJ Ward didn't last for Denver. But Jackson, we signed him again for 1 year. I can
was it
say,
Kareem
but
Jackson?
yeah, from Houston, he's damn good. I give him my credit. He makes a lot of hits. He reminds me a lot of Brandon. What's it? Not John Lynch, but he reminds me of more like Stan Water because Stan Water was a damn good safety guy. He's one of the top guys ever. But I never seen him play, but I saw some of his like highlights. But you know what? Give him my credit. He's a Hall of Famer. He get to the Super Bowl twice, and I think once or twice, but I'm for sure he did. But in
Well,
Stan Water, he was damn really good safety guy.
wasn't Kareem Jackson originally a cornerback before he even switched
I
safety?
think so. For sure he was. I'm not sure, but I
Because
think
in
it was like
Houston,
the
he was their
safety.
best corner at the time.
Yeah. So yeah, it's hard to get a cornerback. Like now that we don't have Chris Harrison Jr., I don't know where he's at, but we could have kept him. He was a good cornerback. He was really good. He took over to least his replacement or Chen Bailey because I remember Chen Bailey got hurt during in 2013 during his before he ended his career, and then I was like, all right, Harrison Jr. will take his replacement, but I think he learned from him. So, like everyone tells me, man, Harrison Jr. is really good. Yeah, he's a good cornerback. He got a Super Bowl ring, got few like Pro Bowls and all pros. So I don't, if we had kept him, we could have win a multiple, no, not championships, but like maybe like get to the playoffs and anything. But I don't. It's really hard to say.
So when you look at the current Broncos secondary, how confident do you feel about this talent?
I think it's really good. we're so young. We're not like old fuck, but we're just so young. We have a good young defense. We got a young offense as well. I'll give it Jerry Judy and Carl Shannon and the rest of the offense because I love Williams. He's a damn good running back. He's a good damn running back. I never seen him play, but last year he didn't break no tackle during the season, and he's really good. He made almost like 900 something yards in his rookie year. I'll give him a credit. He got like 3 or 4 chests now. I'll give him a good, but the problem is Gordon. He's always I hear there's a lot of rumors going on with him. Like he's always dropping fumbles, or sometimes he's not. But when I got Melvin Gordon, it's like, I don't know, he's gonna be good or not. But he put a good status for Denver. But I don't know about this season, so it's hard to say. But Williams is my starting running back all time, so I'll give him really good because after Phil left, it was really heartbroken because he was the Colorado, and I know a lot of players don't last. Like, man, they're not gonna last. And don't get your jersey. They're not gonna last. But I still do. But it's hard to say, man.
Well, okay, so looking at perspective, okay, for the Niners, what do you see impressive about the Niners, and what do you not see much impressed? Like, if you had to look at the Niners from those first 2 weeks of the season since the Broncos played.
Well, I was surprised that Trevor Lawrence is not there anymore because now that you got quarterback got hurt, and it's like, man, I was wanting to see Wilson against Lentz, but as now that you guys had Jimmy G back, it was really like, I think you guys are going to be safe now. Like, he's going to be a good quarterback, but hopefully it's not like a blowout like last time or blue like the other one. But Jimmy G is a really good quarterback. You guys still have Bosa. I give him a credit. He's a damn good defense guy. I give him. He's really good. And there's some other players. They're from the 49ers. You guys have great players. It's just you guys have to be really healthy and then go to the playoffs. And I really want to see the 49ers go back to Super Bowl. At the same time, it's too early, or we're too early right now, but we need to like step up our game and that's what I want to do.
So do you really feel that this Niners team is a Super Bowl contender in your opinion, or you think there's another NFC team better?
I think we'll be better in the NFC team better because I don't know who I should want to put him in there, but I can say my opinion. I want to see the Rams, but the Rams they don't have Von Miller anymore, so right now in the NFC, I don't know. It's hard to say right now, but because I want to say the Buccaneers, but it's like Tom Brady will be his last season, so I don't know about that. So it's like Tom Brady don't have his tight end Robert Gronkowski, what's his name is. He's not there, so that's gonna probably hurt Brady. So Green Bay Packers, they don't have Adams. That's really hard, but I want to see while Cowboys, they lost Prescott. That's kind of hurt as well. But the one I want to see really surprise the most is the Eagles. They have Hurts, and he's a damn good quarterback. I look through his stats like, man, he is really damn good. But the only thing I want to see in the NFC Championship, it's too early, but I can say the Eagles versus the Minnesota Vikings. But Vikings look strong too. They got Cousins and Jefferson. I can see them into the playoffs, but it's too early right now.
Interesting. I just think that the NFC is very wide open, dude. Like, there's no clear cut. Like, if you look at the AFC right now, you're looking at the Buffalo Bills or the Chiefs. That's pretty much your simple, clear cut division. I mean, the team in the conference. But when you look at the NFC, it comes down to like 6 NFC teams that are worthy, dude. Like, people are going to give the Rams the credit because they won the Super Bowl. You look at the Buccaneers because of Tom Brady, the Packers because of Rodgers, the Niners. I mean, this is hard to choose from the NFC. I don't even think it's as good as last year, but I still think there's that one NFC team that could win the Super Bowl this year. And then there's that one AFC team that might overlook that NFC team. But when you look at this year's NFC, bro, there's no clear winner. AFC, you already got the 2 clear winners. So
it's hard to say who. NFC, they don't have no good team, but the one who really surprised me the most is Detroit Lions. They were a really surprised team. I never seen that gonna be good, but for the AFC, you have a team who's really good, like Buffalo, Denver, Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers. I don't know how you say I don't know. There's more, but the one's gonna surprise me more is I can see the Jaguars. I want to see the Jaguars. I'm really
What
want
a
to see.
Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dolphins too. I can see the Dolphins can make to the playoff. I can say they can make it to the division round. Maybe they can get them 1 or 2 seed, but if they make it that far with Hill, I can see the Dolphins are going to be a playoff contender for maybe 5 or 6 years because you never see the Dolphins be in the playoffs for a long time. So, Dolphins, they have a great quarterback. Tua is really damn good. Came from Alabama. I remember he got hurt in Alabama, but his throwing process has been really good. So I can see that he can be the top quarterback all time. But right now, it's too early right now. But he got some experience because of Patrick Mahomes. Because
Yep.
if he was staying in the Chiefs, that would be awesome. But now he's in Dolphins. He's the one of the top receivers all time. But as long as the players don't get hurt and don't get injured, you'll be good.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So Jimmy G ends up being a blessing in disguise. Do you agree? Hey, Butterfly, how's it going? We're lucky. I mean, we're
Mm-hmm.
lucky to have him. Like personally,
Mm-hmm.
the Niners is like, dude, some of these accidents happen, bro. Quarterback
Mm-hmm.
injuries. You know what happens when you have a quarterback injury and
Mm-hmm.
he's out for the season? That is
Right.
your death sentence in the NFL. Your season's over.
Yes.
Forget about this season, bro. Your backup quarterback, if he's not as good as your starters, you're screwed.
Right. I agree with you because this is a lot of quarterbacks or any position you play for, you don't last because of your injury. Very simple. Drew Lock, he was one of my top favorite quarterbacks. He played Sanford, but when he was in Colts, look what happened to Drew Lock. I thought everything was gonna go good, but now it cut short on him because I thought he was gonna be
Offensive
the
line.
franchise quarterback for the Colts, but it didn't happen. He got his injury was so badly, so it was hurt for him. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna have to let him go, let him retire, and injuries been costing him. But I want to see Drew Lock come back. I want him to come back as the coach because if he comes back, he will be the NFL comeback of the year. But I don't think so. But I want him to be back. But if he does, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Marvin Cuphead. What about Buffalo? Are they going to the Super Bowl? So far, they look pretty damn good. They look like a legit AFC contender that could go to the Super Bowl. As far as like what I like about this team is Josh Allen. The guy is unbelievable, bro. He's improved his accuracy, the throwing motion. I mean, the previous years, people were questioning him about maybe being a potential bust, but he improved every season. And this defense has gotten better with Von Miller there, dude. Von Miller gave him a boost, bro. Like Buffalo's got an outstanding defense. Like their offense, their weapons, bro. I don't know who can stop them. Like we just said that Buffalo can be that one team that's unstoppable right now. But there's a couple of teams that may surprise you. Like the Dolphins, they know the Bills pretty well. So that might be a team you might need to watch out for too.
Just like I say, if you offense, it's hard to say. If you go to Super Bowl, everyone tells me if you go to Super Bowl, you're gonna have a good defense. But offense is really polling because offense you cannot do nothing about it because I remember when Broncos beat the Panthers on the Super Bowl 50, I was like, wow, the Broncos beat the Panthers because we had a good defense, and I never seen this before. Broncos always had a struggle with offense all the time with Peyton Manning because he didn't like the Greg Kemp's his plays or his what he was trying to do is like offense was like complete difference. But when Denver took the defense, they took take everything away from them, and they had a good cornerback, they have a good safety, they have a good linebackers. We had a good defense. I can't see whether we see myself, but because I remember we have Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, used to have Brandon Marshall. There's some Shen Raid and all them. And then our safety we used to be Warren and this other guy, I forgot his name was. And then we got Harrison to lead and all that. It's like, man, we had a good offense right there. But we were like dominant for defense, like if we ever came a close game, we need to stop our offense, because if we don't stop our offense, the offense will blow out. But the one who surprised me more when Brock Osweiler beat Tom Brady on that season, on that snowy game, when it was really surprised because he took over Manny's replacement. It's like, man, Osweiler, you couldn't be our starting quarterback. It was really heartbroken. I thought he was going to be my franchise quarterback. So, all right, I want this guy can take us maybe to a playoff hope, but everyone was booing him, and he got to Houston. And it was really disappointing, but it's hard to say, man.
I don't know if this was true, but I heard that Osweiler didn't like the fact that they gave the team back to Madden after he was performing pretty well. Is there any truth to that Osweiler was upset so bad that he decided to leave Denver anyways?
He was upset because I guess they didn't give him the money that he wanted. He turned that down because I don't know how much money he won for, but when he went to Houston, I guess Houston gave him more money, but he only lasted for probably like one season or so, and then he got traded, and then he got cut and he came back. So I don't know. Everyone was booing him when he came back when he was in Houston, but when he came to playing with us, we already know he got booed. So we should have stayed with him, but I remember the sack that Von Miller gave him. It was pretty awesome. It's like, yeah, you get your butt down. You're a traitor, but I really wanted Brock Osweiler at Denver, but now he retired. He got a Super Bowl. I don't give a crap, but he was not that great quarterback. He was overrated, so he was not that great at all.
Yeah, when you look at this Broncos defense, man, it is like it's the way you guys build your culture. Like that, it's just without Von Miller, it's just not the same. Hey, what's up, Beat the Mets? I guess we got a Giants fan in the comment section. Good to see this guy. So when you look at this 49ers team, bro, we are a well-storied franchise. We've been known to win Super Bowls, but the last decades, man, we've been struggling to win one. It's like it's the opposite, man. I don't know what it is, bro. We were just close to the Chiefs, and we just couldn't get the job done. The NFC Championship game, bro. I don't know what it's gonna be, bro, but it gives me that Cleveland Browns vibe, bro. Like they were once a good franchise too. They won championships, and then when it came to the 80s, they choked. But I feel like this team, bro, we have the talent. It's just Shanahan has the biggest fucking ego, bro. He needs to fucking put some big boy pants on his shit, bro. There's just something about Shanahan, bro. Like he's a little arrogant, he's a little cocky. He thinks this is what's gonna work, and when it doesn't work, bro, he keeps fucking with it. I don't understand him. And then he keeps trying to do this. He keeps doing something that doesn't. It's unpredictable. Like when you see the difference between Mike Shanahan, you don't see Mike Shanahan trying to be a little too cocky. I don't get why is Kyle not learning from his mistakes, bro? Why is he not taking a textbook off of his dad or any of the coaches, bro? They need to teach him to stop being fucking cocky.
Right. I think Shanahan look at Shanahan. It took him a while. I never seen him being angry before. When he was my coach, I never seen him angry before. He was a damn good coach. Whatever we make a playoff or not making a playoff, I don't always see him being happy. But a lot of Shanahan, I don't know about his son's coaching, but I've never seen him getting angry like that. But Shanahan, when his dad, he was a good coach. Doesn't matter. He was telling you give you some advice, like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, because when I remember, I think when Elway retired back then, or it was during Elway before he retired, because I was watching this one called American Team, and I think Bobby Besser, he told, I think Shannon told him, like, why did you throw it for it? I was like, I don't know. Well, you should know better. So that's what he told, like, oh, okay. So, but I think Shanahan knows what he's doing, but Shanahan is he doesn't learn. He makes good mistakes, but he knows what he needs to do to finish up because Shanahan always wanna like whatever's a franchise quarterback or some guy can sign who and who, but it's hard to say, man. But Al Shanahan is the one of the damn good coach. But I don't know about his son, but he needs to start stepping up, man. Because if he's gonna start failing for your 49ers, that will be a problem, and you don't want to see him getting fired.
That would be a disgrace to the legacy, bro. Like
Yeah.
Shanahan, bro, Kyle Shanahan, bro. You have to win a Super Bowl because if you don't win a Super Bowl, you're going to be known as the epic failure, and you're going to be the one that Mike Shanahan does not want no association with, bro. You have to live up to your dad's legacy. Just win at least one Super Bowl in San Francisco. I don't care if we win one Super Bowl, bro. You will be known in NFL history as the father and son to win Super Bowls in separate decades. Like Mike Shanahan won 2 Super Bowls with the Denver Broncos. Just Kyle, bro, just win one damn Super Bowl. I would sell my soul for the devil just to get a damn Super Bowl win, bro. That's how passionate I am about this football team, bro. I want Kyle Shanahan to win a Super Bowl because at the end of the day, bro, he would be talked about among the greats, but he can't get the job done. His play calling is so unpredictable. When it comes to the regular season, when we're healthy, we're unstoppable, bro. We are unstoppable. But when it comes to the playoffs, he stops the gas pedal, bro. Like, I don't get it. What do I got to do to get another Super Bowl? Do I got to sell my soul to the devil just to get a damn 6 Lombardi? Because I would want anything in the world is to have that 6th Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I am sick of finishing second. I am sick of coming up short. This is a well-storied franchise, and it's sickening means that you guys won a Super Bowl in 2015. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. Shanahan's really, I don't know, man, like father and son. But if we got Shanahan and his son with us, it would be the same problem with you guys. Like, man, when we're gonna win a Super Bowl or when we're gonna win another one. But I know it's hard for 49ers fans. They want to see the 6th trophy, but I know you guys want to be tied with the
Patriots and Steelers.
Yeah. Patriots, Steelers, and all of them. Like, it's hard to say, man. But you guys were sure with the Cowboys. You guys won 5 rings. We only have 3, like the Raiders and the Washington Commanders. So, like, I don't care how many rings we get as long as we get to the Super Bowl. But I know you guys beat us in the Super Bowl. That was like really disappointing. I was not born yet. I was only born in 91, but they told me that you got beat by the 49ers. Like, when was this? We were not born yet. So whatever. It's like when Jerry Rice kicked your butt, Jerry Machado was like, all right, I get it. So, but when we got our first Super Bowl, that was pretty awesome. I got my Lombardi trophy. That's all I wanted, So Broncos, it's all the way, but I don't know. It's too early to get a 4th one, but if we get to the 4th one, that'd be awesome. They can say, oh, we can be like, we can. I don't want to say that we're better than the Raiders or other teams, but it's just, we just like, who is the better team in NFL? Who has a good team, but I'm not saying I'm not hating, but
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we want to see the Raiders, too, to get the ring as well. When's the Raiders going to win the ring? We don't know. When is the Chargers going to win the first one? I don't know. Chiefs got the ring already since like 3 years ago already, so we don't need that anymore. But Chiefs going to be in the top of the mountain. They will be, like, getting us, like, they can get 3 as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, you got to witness your team winning Super Bowls, dude. I barely remember the 5th win because I was a kid. So I couldn't remember then, but I knew from my brother's reaction, like during a Sunday or February or January, I was just a 5-year-old kid. Didn't know what was going on. My family was watching the game. It was Super Bowl 29. And since then, that's just been the team I followed. And it does, and I guess you can say it's a bandwagon shit, but no. It just came into me because I didn't have a team then. But once I started following Steve Young, that became the team the rest of my life. I just wanted that next Super Bowl. I get that 5 rings is better than some of the other teams' rings, bro. But I want a 6 Lombardi, bro. I'm sick of this coming up short. This is the standard we don't settle for.
Mm-hmm.
The York family, bro, they don't care about this franchise. Like, I think the NFL needs to find a way to ban the Yorks from ownership, bro. They don't know how to run a fucking team. Like,
right.
I'd rather have an owner who cares about winning than actually have an owner who just cares about fucking revenue shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anytime I see Jed York, I want to punch his ass. Because I don't like him. I don't like him.
Right.
What I don't like about Jed York is his phony smile.
Mm-hmm.
If he smiles in front of my face and acts like everything's cool, I'm just going to knock his fucking teeth out.
So where's your action get John Lynch? He came back from the Bay Area because he played college in Sanford. But what do you think? But he was general manager.
John Lynch, bro. Very outstanding. Like, he knows how to find the late round gems too. But as a general manager, he's kind of like iffy a little bit, you know?
He reminds me a little bit like John Elway.
Yeah, you can say that because they were players. Yeah, you can see some similarities.
Yeah, because John Lynch is one of my best safeties all time. He went to the Bucks and then he went to us. I was really surprised when he went to us. And he signed for 3 or 4 years, I don't remember. But it's just like, man, he's gonna be good for Denver. But he was with Chen Bailey. He was with Al Wilson, I think, and T.J. Williams back then. But I thought it was hopefully we'll go to the Promised Land, but we didn't happen. We lost with the Pittsburgh Steelers at home, our home, and I was like, man, I was hoping Lynch can get another ring for us so we can get it. But it's like, because since he got Super Bowl experience, like he got his first time in the Bucks, and then when he went to Denver, it's like it didn't came short. It was like it was, but it's like, man, I wish Lynch was there, but I think he was a good safety. He's one of the best guys who
he was
ever
a hard
played.
hitter, bro.
So,
old school safeties. You don't find safeties in today's NFL like that. But
so he's really damn good.
Hey, you know, I know an NFL player you can definitely have on your show, bro.
Who?
Just find him on Facebook. Find Jamie Winborn, bro. He did play for your Broncos.
Yeah, it's hard to say, dude.
Nah, request him. Get him on your show. Get an NFL player.
Maybe.
That builds up your channel.
I know. The one I want is the one I want to meet. Okay, the 5 players I want to meet in Denver is John Elway, Terrell Davis, Shannon Sharp, Ralph Smith, Adam McAfee.
I can't stand Shannon Sharp, man. He's annoying.
He's fun. I got his jersey in my room.
Skip. No, Skip.
No, what's his guy's name? He used to play for the 49ers and used to play the with us, and then he went to the Raiders. And Posby, he's like a linebacker. Oh yeah,
Bill Romanowski.
Yeah, he was a dirty player ever played with. Man, I never seen he was doing. I don't want to meet him, but I don't know what he's gonna say to me. It's like, man, you suck, or he's gonna nick you your heart. Now, I really wanted to meet him, but it's like, it's all right. But
he got a Super Bowl with Broncos and Niners, bro.
Yeah, but he didn't get the Super Bowl from the Raiders, so that's where like whatever. But the other player that I want to meet and for the Broncos, if Demaryius Thomas was still alive, I went in and signed my rookie card because I have his rookie card in my room, and it's a lot of money. I got there here at the mall, and I was like, I find his rookie card. He got drafted, and they say it's like the 75 whatever, and they're like, oh, cool. I got his jersey, and then it was really heartbroken when Demaryius left because I cried last year, of course, man. I was really heartbroken, and I was like, man, Thomas, you're the one of my guys, And then the other one I wanted me is Eric Decker. He was a good damn player in Denver. He only stayed there, 2-3 seasons, I guess, when he went to the Jets. He was doing good. He was a good receiver for us. The one player I didn't like was Julius Thomas. He was hurt since he made a good Pro Bowl, but he was been hurt because I remember Peyton Manning yelling at him. He was like, oh, I don't know who he's signing. Like, what are you doing? He was cussing at him, but I don't want to meet Thomas. He's all right, but
yeah.
But there's a lot of players I want to meet. The one player I want to meet is Ryan Clay. He was a good offensive line for us. He was a damn good player.
Oh, that's interesting. But let me ask you something as a division rivalry. Are you glad that Josh McDaniels 0-2 as a Raiders head coach?
I can say I'm happy, but the only thing he's gonna do, we're gonna boo him when he comes to Denver because we're gonna be all talking crap at him. So I don't like that coach. So I can't wait to see him because if we see him in the stadium, we're gonna boo him. I just don't like him, but he's doing bad, man. Because during the training camp, he was cussing at the Raiders players, and I knew it's gonna happen to him. He's gonna do exactly what he did to us. So, and I always told my cousin, I was like, Carlos, you better watch out. That coach. I said, why? That coach sucks like crap, dude. Like, why did you get him? Like, we'll see. Like, look, he's gonna trade all your players, and he's gonna do exactly like what happened to me.
Discount John Gruden. That's
yeah,
what he is. He's a discount John Gruden.
Yeah. So Josh McDaniels, he's not that great. He's not that being a head coach, but he's a good other coach when he's
okay. So if you had a chance to see Josh McDaniels and you just happened to be around Las Vegas and you saw him around the corner and he's just right passed by you, what would you say to him?
I don't want to get him flick him off.
You're gonna flip him off. Yeah. Hey, so since you're talking about players I want to meet, bro. Terrell Owens, I want to meet him. He seems like he seems entertaining.
Oh my god, he's a cocky. He's like
Brandon. Oh, I love it, bro. That's what made me into the team also was because of the personality. Let's see. Steve Young is another person I want to meet.
You can meet a playboy, Jeff Garcia. He's a
Jeff Garcia, bro. I met that guy too.
He was like, "Oh, I want to be a prostitute for you."
No, you did this. You said, how does he throw the ball?
Oh, yeah, I did the other day with my students because the other day I work at the school, right? And they say, Mr. Arroyo, can you throw? Like, yeah. And I throw like Tim Tebow, like, no, don't throw like that. You're like Tim Tebow. You throw like him. Like, nah, dude. I throw like exactly like I'm throwing.
Throw like Jeff Garcia. Show everybody how Jeff Garcia throws. No, do the part where you throw it. So that's how he throws it. Okay.
Oh, wait, because wait a second. That's how Jeff Garcia did it. Kerryon Collins did that the same way he's doing, and Donovan that's the same way.
Okay. So so you know which one player that I would probably want to meet one day, but probably want to say something stupid to him, but would be freaking hilarious. Okay, so if you had to choose one non-division team, I mean like a division team, but a player that you don't like, but you would like to say something stupid to them. Just see how that reaction is.
The one I hate is shit. I can't say any division. You said I say the Chargers. Philip Rivers. I hate that guy.
You hate that guy? Damn.
Yeah, because he used to talk shit about my Jay Cutler during our division, and he was doing like this, and that night, the Monday night, he was like this. And I would never like Philip Rivers. I can't stand that.
Dude. You know who I would say something, but I don't take nothing personal. He's a good player, but I would say some shit to Aaron Donald and tell him you fucking suck.
Yeah, and the one player that wanted me who's really good personality is Thomason, the one who used to play for the Chargers.
Oh, he was a good player, bro. But like I said, I respect Aaron Donald's game, but him hating on my team is nothing mutual, bro. You fucking suck.
Yeah, and then for the Raiders, the one I hate was Richard Gannon. He was not that good quarterback. He was good, but I didn't like him.
But wait a minute, but wasn't there like other players you didn't like from the Raiders? Like there was just a lot of them that didn't care for the team. Randy Moss hated the Raiders. He never enjoyed playing for the Raiders.
The Raiders I didn't like is Carr. He's good. I give him a grade.
He's a good person, but he's just on a bad team. There's a difference.
And so I give him a grade. I can't say the Raiders I should hate. The one player is he came from Alcasno. Who's that guy?
Darren McFadden?
There we go. Or something his name is. He was not that great. Right?
Everybody calls him Darren McFragile.
Yeah, he's all right. And the one I didn't like is remember Aaron Brooks that he went to the Raiders too?
Yeah, he was coming from the Saints, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. He came for the Raiders. And there's that other guy who got drafted from LSU.
Jamarcus Russell.
He was wasting my time, dude. Like,
dude, he's built like an offensive lineman.
Yeah, like, dude, you were wasting my time. Like, I thought you were gonna be the franchise quarterback for the Raiders, and it didn't happen.
They could have got Calvin Johnson, but they passed on him.
Yeah, and then the one player I love the most for Kansas City Chiefs is Tony Gonzalez. He's a damn good.
Tony Gonzalez, hands
I
down,
give him
best
a
tight end.
respect for him. Yeah, him and there was the other one. Who's that guy?
It's hard to hate on some Chief players, bro, because they had some
I
pretty
never
good.
hate the Chiefs players. To be honest, I
No,
don't.
no, no. Like when you had Tony Gonzalez, he was phenomenal, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah, of
Priest
course.
Holmes was exceptionally good. Priest
Him,
Holmes
Holmes, and Larry Johnson, but
Larry Johnson, bro.
they had Green
Trent Green was hard to hate on, bro. He was just an average quarterback.
Who's that guy? Who was a punter returner and a kicker returner? Oh yeah, Dante Hall. He was really damn good.
Oh, he was a good one, bro. Like he was like a human joystick.
Yeah,
we can go on all day about this, but
yeah.
All right. So give me your prediction, and let's end it on the high note, bro, because I got another guest coming up pretty soon,
Yeah,
bro.
right now I have a quiz going on.
Okay, man. Let's do at least one more question, or let's do like at least a okay. We'll do a thing called rapid fire.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about your divisions, but we're going to go with your team first, go with the positive side, and then go with the negative, and then go into your rival like the Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs, and then we could end it on here, and then you pick your final prediction.
Okay.
So for the Broncos, what's positive about the Broncos that you like so far?
I love how their culture. I'm glad that we have a quarterback. I'm happy we have a good receivers. We're not struggling. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas. Current Stern is taking his replacement. I give him my great credit. And for our defense, we need to step up, not just don't lose freaking yards because it's costing all this. Because last 2 days, past week and 1 and 2, it was costing all those penalties, and I don't want to see that penalties because if not, we're gonna be like in damn fucking trouble.
Okay, so what's the negative side that you don't like about your Broncos so far?
Oh, dude, that's a good one. The thing I don't like is I just didn't like when they just get rid of Von Miller during the offseason last year or during the season. I was really upset. I was really upset. Like, man, I would have kept Von Miller. I wish we kept him, but I really miss Von Miller a lot. That's a really negative. It hurt me more because I got his jerseys, I got his stuff, so it hurt me more. But I was pissed off. Then the manager is like, dude, you could have not traded Von Miller. You could have just stick with him. But
it was like you gave the Rams a gift, bro. Why'd you guys do that? Like, why'd you?
Dude, I got his jersey in my room, dude. I got his. I was like, that was a really.
I agree.
Like, my credit. Look, for Von Miller, before he got traded, I got his little action figure. I got it in my apartment. It's like, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to get rid of it because that's a lot of money. I got his picture frame in my room, got his jersey. But if he comes back in Denver, I'll be wearing his jersey. But that's the best negative I can say about that.
Oh, dude, that's a negative thing. You know what? Speaking of freaking negative, man, why'd you give it to the damn Rams? You could have gave it to a sorry franchise.
Oh, you can get the center franchise. It's going to be hurting some of his feelings.
But hey, shout out to my boy Rudy, the Ramelia Sports Report. He's a big fan of your channel too. I don't know if he's seen your channel, but if you need to talk to a Rams fan, go check out Rudy. He's thanking you guys for the rental, bro. But man, that had to be a difference maker for the Rams because when they added Von Miller, they added a all-star defense, and that's what took this Rams to the top.
And also, we trade one of our players too. No, Michael Reed. He went to the.
Well, thank you for Sanders, even though they didn't get us nowhere.
He went to Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, okay. But okay. So for the division, okay. So let's get on to the Chargers. What you like about them this season, and what you don't like about them.
That's a good one. Chargers, they have a good quarterback. Give a Justin Herbert. He's a damn good quarterback, dude. Like I never see John Herbert is gonna be good. Because I had a friend who likes the Chargers, and he gave him a hard time. So, dude, you have a great quarterback. He take Phillip Rivers. No, I didn't like him. Look, I bet you he's gonna put a good stats and put a good start. So, Joshua Herbert, he's a damn good quarterback. Give him a credit. He's damn good, and he's gonna probably take you in the promised land. But right now, you never know.
Oh, so what's the negative side about the Chargers that that you don't like? I mean, even though it's a blessing for you, but
I just don't like their stadium. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, the thing I didn't like is just they got Hill. He's dead. I mean, no Hill. I mean, who they got from the offense on their defense?
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. There we go. Yeah,
you don't like that Mack is back in the division.
He's back in the West, and he's gonna put. I think he's gonna put a good He's gonna put a good stats and put a good sacks as well. So we're gonna have to look out for that guy because he got some experience from the Raiders and the Broncos. So he was a former defensive player of the year. So I wish they could get it to Von Miller, but it didn't happen. But it just didn't. I don't like him too much, but he's all right, I guess.
Okay, so you don't like that Khalil Mack's over there. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's go on to the positive side of the Raiders and the negative of the Raiders. Like, what do you like about the Raiders so far, and what you don't like about the Raiders, as even though it's a positive for your Broncos?
I think the Raiders, they have a good offense. They're really good. They have Adams, Carr, and Waller. They're really good, damn good 3 players, and they have an offense. Their other receiver, Hunter, what's his name is?
Renfro,
yeah. They have a good offense, but I can see the only thing Carr needs to do, he's been struggling to win games. Whatever he's winning, he goes low winning, because if you see his status, it can go bad on him. Like I know he came short over in Cincinnati and Bengals against the playoff last year. They could have had a chance, but it didn't happen. But I think I love Carr. Give him a respect. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks all time. I don't hate him because he's one of my guys playing Fresno State. And
well, it's hard to hate about him. I mean, he's like that nice guy, but just
I never hate him.
He just needs to be on a better football team. If he was on a better team, he would at least be on a winning culture, bro.
Yeah,
it's the Raiders. Come on, what do you expect?
Yeah, we want him to get his winning team, but it's just Raiders are not doing nothing. It's just they're just losing and losing.
Front office.
I don't know why this. Like, in my opinion, why you guys had draft Derek Carr? He's not like winning your games for you. Let him find a team he can win games. So it's kind of the same.
And then the negative side. I know this is probably the one blessing you like about the Raiders is that Josh McDaniels hire, right?
Yep, I don't like him. I call him a Josh McDick, so I don't like him.
I call him Josh McDonald's because he's a discount. He's a discount Gruden.
No, the thing that I don't like is their
cocky ass fans.
What's his name? His dad's son. Oh yeah, Davis. I don't like him too much. My cousin met him. Actually, my wife's cousin is like, "How do you feel? You met him? Oh, he seems cool, but he seems like a clown guy." But I don't like Josh McDaniels. They hired him. They could have kept the coach last season. He did really good, and I give him credit. But when John Gunner, what happened to him when he was saying all that stuff and like, dude, why should you do that, man? But now, good luck with Josh McDaniels because he's not going to be a damn good coach. But hopefully they will take you guys in the play. I don't know, man.
Hey, this is an insult right here. A quarterback playing with the Raiders is like being in Detroit. That had to be an insult. Yeah, right. But okay, let's go on to the Chiefs, the positive and the negative. Like, what's good about the Chiefs this season that you like?
They're really good, damn good. They're gonna go and try and make the playoff every year. They have a good quarterback. Pressure my Froggy home in my home. So I like that dude. He's good. I got him on my lead, one of my fantasy football league. I have him and Juju Smith, I think that's his name.
Juju Smith, yeah.
Yeah, I got him as I think they're really good. I give Pressure Mahomes. I told my dad he likes him too, and he tells like this dude, I bet you 100% he's gonna break Tom Brady's record, but it's too early right now. But Pressure Mahomes, they signed him a 10 years contract, so many money, but that's a lot. But he has his favorite targets, tight end Travis Kelce, what's his name? So I give them. They're really good. I give them the credit. So yeah, I think they're really good. So I'm not tripping.
Okay, so let's go on to the negative, which is a blessing for you as a Broncos fan with the Chiefs.
I don't hate the Chiefs. I don't
hate. But it's got to be one of the bad side that you could definitely say, hey, they got a little bit of something there that we can definitely.
The only thing that pissed me off, they Trey Hill. That's the only thing that pissed me off. Why they have Trey Hill? Because he used to do that all the time, but like this, like he was doing the catch, that would have hurt me more. Like, man, you guys could have kept Hill, man. That was like he was your best receiver all the time, but
Oh, so
Now
you
he's in
think
the
that was a
Dolphins.
dumb move? So you really
Yeah,
think they trading Hill was a dumb move on their part, right?
I think that was a dumb move. The Dolphins should not doing that, but Dolphins, there's too much.
Dolphins are building a speed team, bro.
Yeah, they are. They
A
are. Yeah.
track. But seriously,
Mhm.
okay, so let's get on to the final, like your predictions, and then let's end it on the high note, and then you can tell everybody where they could find your channel too. So,
Okay.
okay, as far as the Niners versus Broncos, let me put the banner and let's choose a preview of this game. Let's see if I can find it. Nah, it's okay. It's all right, man. So as far as this game, I expect it to be pretty competitive. Like it's gonna be a good game. Like there's no way in hell that Russell's gonna play like trash and just let us beat him like that, bro. There's no way. He's gonna want to play for something for the Broncos. So even though you may not agree with me, but I do see this game come down to the Niners' favor. I see us winning 28-20. But Denver, you never know. Russell Wilson owns us, but it's possible. But I definitely see us winning.
I got the Broncos are gonna win that game, really close game. So I get 27-19, I guess. Not a close, but not too close. But Denver is gonna win 27-19. I think Wilson will throw maybe 2 touchdowns. Williams probably like one, or maybe Gordon one in either one. So it's gonna be a great game. I know I'm gonna have to kick my sister's ass on her team, so she likes the 49ers. So I'm gonna get her like, psh, psh, get the hell here, welcome here. But no, it's just you guys have a great team. We have a great team, so we have a lot of going on. So hopefully it's gonna be good. So Wilson did owe you guys. You guys never beat him. So like remember, Jimmy's 1-4. So I was like, I don't know about that. So I was looking at what? Wilson's in 1-4, like beating Jimmy. Okay, beating 4 games. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see about it, man. But remember, in prime time, Jimmy G shines when the light is bright. As much as I don't like Jimmy at this point, when it comes to primetime, Jimmy produces on primetime.
You want Waterboy as your quarterback. Don't worry.
Yeah, it might be. Like Ramelia said it best, if Jimmy improves the passing, but if it comes down like as a terrible way, it's still going to be a good game the way we look at it. Hey, what's up, Throwback? What's up, everybody? But hey, before we end the show, can you tell the audience where they can find your YouTube channel and where they can get in contact with you if they want to get you on the show?
Oh, yeah. My name is Adrian, the Sports4177. I'll be doing like not every Friday night, but depends on my schedule. Me and my cousin, we're doing a podcast together. So we've been talking about popular culture, not related to football. We've been talking about movies, music, TV shows, but we've been doing that, been covering, like talking about like WWE experience, like we used to like to watch. So yeah, just hit me up, dude, and I would love to be in this channel. So like this Friday, I cannot do it because I'm too busy with school going on. But if I have time, you guys can hop in and send me a comment, send me a like. So right now I have 177 subscribers. So please give me a 200 hopefully by the end of the year, because I had 180, but it went down, but it's all right. It's what it is. But yeah, so find me and maybe you guys can, we can talk about any popular culture, So yeah.
Yeah. And for all those people that don't know about Adrian's channel, go check out the Adriansports4177. I think the 417 has the reference of the Dallas Mavericks because he's a Dallas fan.
Exactly.
I know him personally. He's not some ordinary content creator. I know him outside of social media. I know him as a person. He's a good dude. Sometimes he comes by, we chill. So he's a close friend of mine. And anybody who's a close friend of me can we get this guy at least 200 subs? I mean, the guy works hard. He puts on solid content. He keeps grinding. And
because I don't talk any sports, you guys, because if I was talking more sports, that'd be cool. But I hardly don't watch. I watch TV a lot, but not a lot. But for me, you guys, I'm graduating this year in December, so hopefully I have time. But
and good luck with
I
it,
just like I really want to talk to a popular culture because I really want to do something different. Not as sports, but I want to do something different, and I want to do something great. But if you want to talk sports, go ahead. I would love to do it But I'm just going to let you know, CG, if my team wins, you can pour your Gatorade, but just wait until the end of the season. But I'll tell you later because I have a lot going on in my life.
How about this, man? Like I said it from the get-go. It comes down to how this comes down. You come to me and you dump it. You dump it, or I dump it to you. One or the other. You can't lose. You can't back out of a bet for this one because you're right there.
I know, but we'll see, man.
It's a no-lose situation. Like either way, it's not the way we want it to go, but I can't escape from it because you're right here.
I know, right?
But in all seriously, bro, I definitely appreciate you on the show. Maybe down the road, I'll definitely hop on your show. It's just I've been super busy with my guesses and all that stuff. But for all those people, go sub up Adrian the Sports 4177. If you're not,
look at Dodge's numbers.
If you're not, I'm gonna be brutally honest and say you're a joke because you're not subbing to my boy Adrian. Go sub up my man. My guy, the man that represents the Broncos. So, okay. So as always, CG Ruthless and the Adrian Sports 4177 is out, and we'll see you guys later. I'm going to have David from Colorado in a bit, but stay tuned. Peace.
Good luck.